two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
63, 60.
Hurts. He'll try and do this himself. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. He'll try to do it himself. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Jackson now. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Third down and 13. Now Jackson going to shift him around. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 43 yards. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
His kick is
extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
No touch, no touch.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
Second and 7, operating from the 34.
73.
Here's Hurts to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run.
This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed out.
Touchdown, Eagles!
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level.
Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Now Lamar changing the play.
Jackson.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
A gain of 12. First down, Baltimore.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
This is 2nd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
63.
That's good for the Eagles. First down.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
That's another Eagles first down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Elliott is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
34-yard line.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Again, it's Henry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Flowers going to go in motion right.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
This now a 3rd and 4.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Jackson's pass.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play. The
Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And he stopped immediately there. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 37.
They're going to look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
They'll look to throw.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26.
So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Up the middle with Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the Ravens' 25-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
From the gun, Jackson.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. It's